Mark Hart here, Sean Taggy from Memphis Investment Properties, and we're going to dive a little bit deeper into closing costs. So, closing costs are the fees that are associated with acquiring a piece of real estate that are above and beyond the actual purchase price of the home. Now, these closing costs are the true fees of buying property, right? If the majority of folks will do a 20% down conventional mortgage, so that is still your money just invested in the house. The closing costs are fees to actually make that transaction happen. So you won't see those closing costs again. So the goal is obviously to keep these closing costs as to a minimum. These closing costs are going to be broken down into a few different sections. If you're going to get a mortgage, there's of course going to be the lender's cut. Then there's finally going to be the government's cut, right? They're going to look into recording fees, state deed tax, state mortgage recording tax. And then finally is going to be like third party charges, like your appraisal. You'll get a home inspection as well. It'll cover your closing attorney's costs, such as the protection letter, lender's title insurance, and settlement fees.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And just keep those things in mind when you're analyzing any property to add in closing costs. A lot of people just think, oh, my 20% down, whatever the purchase price is of the property, and that's it. Well, you do have some other fees to do real estate, and transact it accordingly and properly. You're going to want to pay for these things. People sometimes think these as a negative. I find them as a positive because they're covering you, CYA, covering your assets, right? There's the title fees for the lender. They're helping you out. Those inspectors are well worth it. I'd rather pay $250 or whatever for an inspection than someday find out, or a few days after owning it, or a year, a $10,000 mistake I wouldn't have caught on the front end. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Thanks.